Imagine yourself reading over a company's financial statements, getting drowned in numbers and wondering, should I invest? Maybe you're thinking to yourself that this isn't enough information to risk my own money on. Well, like many potential investors nowadays, you are not alone with this thought. Every single business around the world creates some sort of impact on the communities in which they operate beyond just their financial impact. Whether that be through an environmental, social, or sustainability point of view, all this information is important to monitor. A business's mistake within any of these areas can have enormous financial impact on investors, yet few investors care to monitor this information. As a graduate level accounting student here at CU, my interests lie beyond traditional financial reporting. I have closely monitored the transition of many businesses into a friendlier stance on sustainability reporting. But with nearly no review of the information that companies put out there, I am deeply concerned that companies are not being truly held accountable for their actions. Today I'll first discuss with you all the current movement towards sustainability reporting, then talk about some of the current issues surrounding businesses reporting, finally talk about why it is imperative that you all should care about this information whether you're an investor or just a consumer. Now let's briefly discuss the current trend of businesses towards sustainability reporting. A sustainability report is a report published by a company about the economic, environmental, and social impacts caused by its everyday activities. As of now, there are an extremely limited number of requirements that force U.S. companies to publish any sustainability disclosures regarding their company's operations. Under the Dodd-Frank Act of 2010, U.S. public companies are now required to disclose their use of minerals that originated in designated conflict zones, otherwise known as conflict minerals. As of today, the Dodd-Frank's conflict mineral regulations are the only mandatory mechanism for supply chain accountability. Without having this accountability, businesses around the world would likely have never set up mechanisms in order to track their sourcing of minerals. But due to the passing of this regulation, now more than half the world's smelters are conflict-free. To put this in perspective, a study by the International Rescue Committee found that over a 10-year span, 5.4 million people died from conflict minerals just in the Congo, with an estimated 45,000 people still dying every month. There are approximately 30,000 people attending CU Boulder, so that's like our entire school population being killed each and every month. In regards to the rest of the world, several jurisdictions including the UK, France, the EU, South Africa, and even China now require disclosure of environmental, social, and governance information. Many international corporations who are operating under these requirements express numerous non-financial benefits, including a large enhance of their company's images and reputation because it allowed for the companies to overcome negative publicity while supporting a positive image of themselves. Also, sustainability reporting is said to help attract and retain employees because employees who are working for these companies are found to be happier when they are given opportunities to give back and volunteer in their communities. Now that we know more about how a large percentage of businesses throughout the world stand on sustainability reporting, let's talk a little bit about some of the issues surrounding it. Just like financial reporting, sustainability reporting needs to be comprehensive, transparent, and non-biased. If you were reviewing a financial report of a large publicly traded company, would you feel comfortable with the information that is presented to you if it hasn't been verified by anyone? That's like someone breaking the world record in a 100-meter dash, and only one person saw it who was keeping the track of the time without even a stopwatch. In the United States, approximately 16% of companies who publish a sustainability report got their information externally assured. For something to be considered externally assured, this means that an independent third party, or someone who is not related to the company that is publishing the information, has reviewed the report. This helps to provide a non-biased review of the information to ensure accuracy and transparency for investors. Publicly traded companies actually amount for the largest percentage of companies who are actively publishing sustainability reports. Yet, only 25% of S&P 500 companies had their reports externally assured, and this is a rise from only 5% in 2013. This means that only 125 companies had their reports reviewed out of the total of 500. It's also important to note that what is considered a review of a sustainability report is much less comprehensive than a financial statement review. The purpose of an external review of a sustainability report is to ensure that the information presented meets the relevant reporting criteria, not to make sure that all the information is correct. As we can see, there are some clear issues with companies' current sustainability reporting. Let's now take a look at why it is imperative for you all to care about this information. I'm not saying that corporate sustainability reporting will provide an immediate solution to all the world's environmental problems. I guarantee, however, that it will provide companies with a much higher degree of responsibility over their impact. As an accountant and finance person, it is extremely clear how important even the slightest change to an outward-facing number on the financial statements is to a company. So wouldn't you all agree that if a company is forced to report on their sustainability information, that they would likely care deeply about what information is being sent to investors? Some might even argue that investors have no financial incentive to review a company's sustainability information. But in reality, there have been numerous examples of events that are external to a company's financial statements that have led to billions of dollars in lost shareholder value. One example of this in recent history was the Deepwater Horizon incident with British Petroleum, or what some people now refer to as an accident waiting to happen. Although their financials look great due to the company's extreme cost-cutting initiatives, BP's safety record was far from perfect. BP had received numerous safety violations as well as numerous failure to fix violations. Yet, little of BP's safety issues were known or tracked by shareholders. When the spill occurred, BP's share price dropped by 55%, from nearly $60 per share to $27 per share. That's like all of you immediately losing half your money virtually overnight. As we have seen, sustainability reporting is obviously a growing trend on both the investor side as well as the institutional side of business. But especially here within the US, little has been done to force companies to report on their sustainability information. Every business around the world has an impact on the environment and communities in which they operate that is far greater than any single person's. So it is imperative that businesses at least know and understand their impact and hopefully one day work to improve it.